Hello everybody, and time for a cool video on ARMS, a game that I did not expect to like as much as I did. Um, so I got the Testpunch and I played it on the last Saturday. I didn't get to play it on Friday, and I'm not going to be able to play it on Sunday. I'm sorry if I'm mixing past and present tense here. I'm actually recording this like a few hours after I recorded, but I know I'm going to be posting this a few days later, so forgive me if I do that a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I downloaded the Global Testpunch. Excuse that little jump there in audio. That's the part I cut out for the great giving music I did on this theme song. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. Like, when they did the test fire for Splatoon, I did a live stream of that, and just because I wanted to try out the game, I wanted to give my thoughts out to people who maybe not be interested. Um, and I want to do the same here. Of course, I can't live stream anymore, unfortunately. I have to figure out some issues if I did, that kind of thing. And nowadays, if I could, unless I can finally get that live commentary problem I've been having solved, I can't have live commentary either, so it would just be showing the game on Twitch. But, whatever. That's not the point. Point is, we're finally playing ARMS. I remember when this game was announced, I was like, I'm probably not going to pick that up. But then I quickly changed my mind. A few days later, I picked up the pre-order because I saw the very effective treehouse demonstration on it. And I thought it was so interesting, especially how you use the Joy-Cons. It's really brilliant, and I just love what they did here. The controls are very intuitive and simple. I was actually nervous about that. I thought it'd be kind of like weird, because one thing I tried in the past that I thought it was going to be was I thought that it would be you'd move with like the analog stick still, and you may have the face buttons for certain moves, but of course you punch with the Joy-Cons. And I tried that actually. I tried playing the two Joy-Cons like one controller. Each side is one half of the controller for the grip, for Joy-Con grip, or for the portable mode of the Switch. But it felt really strange. Like I thought it'd be natural, like using the Wiimote and the nunchuck, but it really wasn't. So I was really afraid, but they did it really well. The only buttons you press is L and R, which are at your thumbs, and that's all there is to it. Now, I'm honest. If there's one thing I hope I've proven to you guys when I Let's Played the first Injustice, is I'm honest. I tell you when I lose. I'm not perfect. I show off my victories. I show off my losses. That kind of thing. I was actually very pleased with the roulette I got, because they really roulette you to different game styles and different people you face. And, I got a few good ones. One game I definitely suck at. I'm going to tell you where that is when that comes up. But, oh my god, I was so bad. But anyway, not the point. As you can see, I'm getting really beaten up here. Just want to explain, not making excuses, this is the truth. I was trying to figure out why on earth I can't tilt properly. Like, look, I'm trying to move left and right, but I'm stuck in this one position. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Why I'm having so much trouble with this? But I realized that, oh, wait a minute. I was holding the Joy-Cons, the faces of the Joy-Cons towards me, like I was playing on a controller, the joysticks face me. I forgot, like 2 seconds after the tutorial, I guess I just naturally, this is just for a tip for people who play it for the first time. I guess I just naturally felt the Joy-Cons, like the buttons and the analog stick the control stick should face me. So silly me, I was wrong. I just didn't think. I was like, oh wait a minute, I remember now. They said in the tutorial you hold them towards the screen, like the control sticks face each other rather than facing me. And then when I finally got that, once I start actually fighting a little more competently, I think you'll get it. This moment, I don't know, it just started working a little more when I faced it towards me. And I was just facing warm-up. This is just a warm-up fight, really, so that was cool. I got it perfect. Like, when I won, I got excited. Even when I was losing, I got so excited. Like, the game, it's very intuitive. It's very simple. I didn't think it would. I did not think the gameplay would be so simple and intuitive, but it is. And, now, I do suck with a few characters, and you're going to really definitely see that. But, I was just trying out things. I had the theme at first. I wanted to see whoever I faced, I'll place that character next. But, you know, the Helix I really sucked with. Gotta give him another chance, though, because I was still doing the wrong. I was still holding the Joy-Cons wrong. You know, you're gonna see a lot of that. I'll talk about the controls a little bit. I know it was shown in the tutorial, but I'll talk about them anyway. Like I said, really remember this, because I didn't even realize I was doing it. Hold the Joy-Cons, having the sticks and the buttons facing each other. So they're facing towards, the sides of them are facing towards the screen, not the front facing towards you, or the back facing towards you. So you hold them each in each hand, and you tilt them, both of them in the same direction to tilt that way. So if you tilt them both to the left, you move left. If you tilt them both to the right, like I was definitely doing bad here because of that mistake I made with holding the Joy-Cons. You know, you tilt them right to go right, you tilt them forward to go forward, you tilt them backwards to go backwards. It's very simple and easy to understand. Then, like you can do, and then like if you want to block, you, instead of having them both tilt the same way, you have them tilt towards each other, which, you know, like in a shape where you're crossing your arms in front of your face to do the block. And if you put punch, like a punch is a punch, you know. And I like how you can steer your punch by, after you make the initial throw, you just twirl, like you spin. It's hard to explain controls, even when they're motion controls are hard to explain. You just follow through your punch by moving it, continuing to move it in a curved direction. I think that's the best way to explain it. And, you know, if you punch them both at the same time, you do a grab move. The grab moves are really fun. I love the animations the characters play. I think this was the fight right here where I finally realized that I was holding the Joy-Cons wrong. So let's see how that worked. Oh, no, I'm still Helix now. I'm going to get crushed. Oh, the character I'm facing right now, I've noticed a lot of people are good with. She has cool stunning abilities. I didn't like her. I was really bad. I don't know. I think I like Springman the most than the ninja guy. I forgot his name, but you know, the game was exciting. Like, if you want my impression on that, that's it. The game was really cool. I know I said the exact same thing in the Great Gaming Music video I did, but you know what? It's just the truth. I had so much fun playing this, and I knew I would because as nervous as I was about the control scheme, I loved the idea of the control scheme, and it made me even more excited the fact that I understood it. It was very natural. It wasn't what I was afraid it would be, where it's like you have to get, like, it's not good for first-time players. You have to practice. You have to get used to it. But yeah, I can see this having a great competitive scene. Like, there's so much strategy you can use, which reminds me, I forgot to mention a few things. The actual buttons you press in this game. L dashes. So if you go left or right, if you hit L, you dash in that direction. Like side hops, or front hops, or back hops. You know, if you go frontwards and backwards. The R button. What did that do? Wow, that jumps, though. That jumps. And you can also dash when you jump. So, you know, fast jumps. And, you know, dashing and jumping is really important for dodges. It's boxing, but with gladiator fights. Again, I know I said that in the Great Gaming Music, but it's the truth. These 3-on fights I wasn't a big fan of, because, like, you always end up, somehow against your will, only fighting one of them. But, you know, like, maybe that's just me, because I noticed that the other two characters did a great job of alternating fighters. One thing I will say I had a bit of a problem with is, and it's especially apparent in the game, one of the game modes I told you I'm really bad at, is I have a hard time. I wish there was like a camera reset button. It's not like Splatoon where you control the camera how you want. You always lock on to your opponent, which is very good for a game like this. But at the same time, like, I feel like I should be able to control who I lock onto, maybe, if there was a way to do that. Maybe there is, and I don't know. Maybe I just played this game once for like a half hour, but I don't know. I find it strange. I think that the game could benefit from some sort of use of the analog stick, maybe. I mean, then again, the way you hold it wouldn't work. I mean, you know, now that I think about it, and now I'm saying out loud to you guys, I realize that there really was nothing much else they can do. Which reminds me of another button thing I completely forgot to mention. If you hit both of the shoulder buttons at the same time, when you notice that little yellow triangle next to your health is glowing, that means you gotta do this flurry attack, where you have a moment to go make really fast punches with a nice punch to it, with a nice amount of attack to it, to just like chip away a lot of damage. You know, I guess when you take enough damage, I noticed that the health bar is cut up into 3 sections. So you know, there you go. And I'm not sure, and you get to select your arms. You know, it's really cool. There's a different. I noticed there's different types of arms. Like there's arms that shoot lasers, arms that stun, arms that do this and that. And I was told you can mix and match them. I just stuck to the default arms each battle here, as you can see. But I don't know. I might. I wish I got to play this tomorrow so I can play with more arms. But I'm gonna get the game anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I played on a lot of good arenas. I tried every character, so you guys get to see all that, which is cool. But yeah, I'm not sure what those do yet. I'm pretty sure if you're in the circle, you get a buff of some kind. That's what it looks like. Like, that guy was smart. I wasn't. He actually went for it. Yeah, like, you see how jumping and dashing is important? Like, and like many fighting games, it's not the fighting game's fault, obviously, but I'm not a fan of how slow the guard is. It really should be that way. I'm not saying it shouldn't. It should, absolutely. Like, here's an example of using that flurry attack, by the way. But, you know, I think it would be nice if the dodges were a little more instant. But I say that with every fighting game. With Street Fighter, with Mortal Kombat. It's not fair for me to say that, because they all do that, obviously, because then it'll be broken. You get hit with, like, then you'll never get hit, ever. Like, that works for, like, competitive Super Smash Bros. Players, but not for a game like this. Definitely not a game like this. Yeah, this is when I just said, forget that enemy thing. I'm just going to go in order. I mean, I really did when I started playing Springman, but still. I tried doing the internet's fantastic on the Switch. I finally got to really test it with Mario Kart 8. Everything works so well. Like, this is working really well. Nintendo really meant it when they said they're going to make their servers better. But, you know, really good. And it's a really nice change of pace from the Wii U's online services. Really wasn't good. I had the reach. I have barely enough reach to connect, which is good enough. Like, there's times where I'll just straight up screw up, and like it'll just straight up screw up and lose connection. But you know, this was great. Not a single lag, nothing. It was like I was playing with local multiplayer. It really was. Like, I can't wait to play more online games on the Switch. It's gonna be worth the money when you have to start paying for it. Like, this was such a great, smooth experience. I wasn't even. I forgot, like, half the time I was playing. What do you call it? I was playing an online. See, I already forgot again. That's the post commentary to make me stop doing that thing, but I guess not. So I noticed one thing is, like with all fighter games, it seems like I'm good with the balance fighters. I'm always all about them balance fighters. Like, obviously, like, Helix was like a technical fighter. This guy's a heavy fighter, you know, that kind of thing. I always like the balance fighters, so good to know the tradition stays alive with that. Yeah, like, I think I'm probably going to stick to Springman, the ninja guy, for a while. I'm going to give Helix another try, because I think I can really work around with him if I want. Like, these guys are smart. Like, that guy playing Helix, he switched his arms around. That was smart. I should have done that. I just figured I just wanted to test it out, and I didn't want to take too much time, because I had to be somewhere in a little while. That's always the case with me, especially with these test fires. Well, in this case, Testpunch. Which I thought was pretty cool. I like when Nintendo does these things with their IPs, with their new IPs, well, especially the sport IPs here. Like, obviously, I do think this is the Switch's Splatoon, where you have a new series. It highlights some really creative spin on a game, or even a genre itself. I think this will. I think that, and you know, I'm going to tell you guys that with all honesty. I haven't played much of it, but I love it. I think this will be the Splatoon to the Switch. And Splatoon 2 is already going to do great sales. Between this and Splatoon 2, it is going to be a lot of great times made. Yeah, I'm really bad with her. Like, I should have picked different. I definitely should have picked different arms with her. I do not like these arms. You gotta wait. Like, I know I'm doing something wrong, but you know, give me a break. You know, I just started playing this. Yeah. Here's a moment where you can see that triangle next to my health in the bottom right corner. And there we go. I tried using that, but you can dodge it, you know. I think that's really cool that you can dodge these flurry attacks. Like, it's a very fair, balanced game. Mostly, I like the one-on-one arena fights. This one-on-one is cool too. I like the tag team where you're chained together with another partner. That's pretty fun. There's that other one, the title intro, that you guys don't see in this recording because I cut that out for great gaming music. But there's like this version of the game where you're punching through targets, and the other side and the other team is on the other side, and you gotta try to beat them and knock out as many targets as you can. That's pretty cool. And I'm just gonna say the game I really sucked at. It's coming up anyway. It's the volleyball game. There's a volleyball game. That bomb you saw a couple times, that really big sphere that exploded. I was so bad. Like, the guy kept serving it to me, and I was assuming it was like the rules of volleyball. So once he got me the first, I'm like, okay, I guess it's loser's ball. Either that or it's winner's ball, and I never find out if it actually follows volleyball rules because I was really bad. Like, oh man, it was so pathetic. But yeah, like, I like this test room. That's cool too. You get to try them out, but they don't give you enough time because the internet's that good. But yeah, I was so bad at this. Oh my god. Like, this was a perfect example of my problems, the problems I had with the movement. Like, you're going to see this as a perfect example. I lock onto the bomb, and maybe it's just a problem I had with this version, with this game mode, because I didn't have a problem with the regular one. You see, like, I didn't even think to do that. Now I'm stuck in front of it, right? Now it's like, okay, I gotta get behind, Alright, maybe if I go up to it now, maybe I'll go to it. Nope, we already got it. And I'm trying my best, like, go over the net, and it doesn't do anything. Like, I know I just have to get good, right? I gotta get good, but I don't know. With practice I would get it. It's just, that happens every time. I lock on. That's such a huge problem for me. It was only this moment, but it made me think, like, there were moments in that one-on-one too. I would like to move back, like, faster, like, set the camera to somewhere more of my choosing, but you know, again, now that I say it out loud to you guys, I realize that the control system is perfectly fine, and I love it. I find it really interesting and fun. It's going to really define the Switch's capabilities. And they're doing it early in the lifespan of the Switch, which I like, because the Wii U game had games that defined it, like Pikmin 3 was a good example. It did show a lot of what the gamepad can do, but it wasn't until Star Fox Zero where they really said, okay, let's take everything the Wii U can do that's unique to it and just crank it up to 10. And they did so late in the lifespan. It's a shame, because they'll never be able to work on a Star Fox Zero formula again. I mean, maybe they come to Switch, but they'll have to be really creative. It'll never be exactly the same, you know? So I went back to the first guy I chose as a final fight. I thought, yeah, I was good with him before, but this is when I realized, yeah, I might stick to Springman and Ribbon Girl, because I like those guys. But yeah, I sucked in this fight. Ooh, so bad. I thought I'd have a good, comeback, and it never happened. Like, you saw those exclamation marks, is one thing I can explain, is that means your arms can actually be punched out of commission. And there's also the yellow that warns you that it's about to go out. Yeah, that was a pathetic fight. That was a really wrong way to go out, but that's how I went out. I needed to do the last fight. I was glad it was a regular one-on-one, but yeah, I was just awful. And, you know, Helix got his revenge when I perfect KO'd him the first time, so good for him. But yeah, that's that, guys. Thank you all for watching. That's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments, blah, 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 blah. You know, that YouTube stuff. And I'll see you next time.